Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video and choosing to spend a little bit of time with me today. If you are new here, thank you so much for deciding to watch my video. It means a lot to me. And for all of you who have been subscribers for quite a while, thank you so much as well. It really means a lot that you stick around and wait for me to post new content and just hang out with me. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that you would consider subscribing if you haven't already. I love to post crochet content of all kinds, yarn hauls, what I'm working on, things like that. So if you are into that kind of thing, I would love for you to join my community. I have a really fun video topic today, and it is going to be on some of my favorite patterns for spring. So I think sometimes it's easy to get in a little bit of a crochet slump around this time of year, just because, you know, it's warming up a little bit outside, and we don't really want to be crocheting big blankets a lot of the time, or thick, sweaters or hats or beanies or whatever, wintry things we've been working on. And so sometimes we get a little bit stuck if you're not one who crochets amigurumi, because that can be done any time of year. But for those of you who like to crochet those things that I mentioned, and those are the main things you crochet, it can be a little bit like, okay, so what do I do now? The temperature is warming up. I want to still crochet, but what can I do? So I'm just going to give you some options that I think are great options for this time of year. And I have a couple different categories I want to talk about, and then I have some examples that I want to show you. So for those of you who like to crochet wearables, you don't have to stop in the spring or when the warmer weather comes. So a lot of us, when we think of crocheting wearables, we think of like thick, cozy cardigans, but there are so many patterns for more lightweight spring and summer cardigans. And I'm actually wearing one of them right now, and I will insert a little video clip of me kind of showing off the cardigan to you, because you can't see all of it here, obviously. And this is a pattern by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. I have talked about her quite a lot on my channel. I really enjoy her tutorials and her patterns. I think they're great. And this is the Cabot Trail Cardigan. She actually released this pattern 3 years ago, and then she revised it about a year ago. And so that's the one that I followed. And for this pattern, I used a number 3 lightweight cotton yarn. I believe it's the Sugar Will Cotton from Hobby Lobby. And I chose to just do, as you can see in the video, kind of a color block style. I just let the yarn do what it was going to do, and I really enjoy how it turned out. So my tip for crocheting cardigans in the warmer weather is to use lightweight cotton, and to pick a pattern that has a more airy feel. So you can see here that this stitch has big open gaps, so it's going to let the breeze through, and so you're not going to get hot in it. It's a very lightweight cardigan. And I have another option here that I think is great. Now this pattern I love because it's very versatile for all times of year, because you can really use any yarn that you want, any weight of yarn that you want. But this is an example of another one where I used a lightweight cotton. This is the Sugar Will Cotton as well. Now this is by Craft & Cuppa. It is the Granny Hexagon Cardigan. I will also put a little video clip of me showing this one off. But again, this is because I used a lightweight cotton. It's going to be light and airy, and it has big gaps here between the stitches to let the air flow through. I also left the sleeves uncuffed on this one, so it's really flowy and really great for spring. So that is another option. But again, this one you could crochet any time of year because you can use a big bulky weight yarn and it'll be soft and cozy. I have another one where I used a 4-weight yarn, acrylic yarn, and it is definitely a warmer cardigan. But I love this pattern because you can literally use any type of yarn you want to, and she shows you how you can easily make the cardigan with, like I said, any weight of yarn or any type of yarn. So I really love this pattern, and I guess this is a good time to mention that I will link every video and every pattern that I have mentioned in the description, so that if you want to try these out for yourself, then they will be all listed there for you. So my next category is home decor. So I think that this is a great thing to crochet in the springtime, because a lot of times in the spring, we're doing spring cleaning, we're looking for ways to freshen up our space and add some fun pops of color for spring. And so I think this is just a really fun way that we can incorporate our crochet into our home and make it look cute. Some suggestions that I'm not gonna, show you here today, but some other ones that I think would be great are like wall hangings. I think those are great. This is a great time also to make some fun, cute coasters. I have seen some really cute fruit-themed coasters that I think are super adorable. And then you can also crochet like table runners or placemats. So those are some things, just some quick options to throw out there for you. But the ones I'm going to focus on today are some pillow covers. So I had never really considered crocheting a pillow cover till about a year ago when I saw a pattern by, again, MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and she had a mosaic pillow cover pattern. So I immediately had to jump in and try it, and I decided to go a little bold with this one. I love color. It is one of my favorite things about crochet is that you get to use fun yarn in different colors. So I had recently picked up some retro stripe yarn. Here's a little skein that I've been working on. So it's a little scraggly looking, but it's just a fun bright rainbow neon. And so I decided to go with that along with a white. And this pattern, I think it's called the Surfside Mosaic pillow cover pattern or something like that. Again, and it will be linked below. And I actually haven't finished this yet, but I have finished the front cover, and now all I need to do is finish the back cover, which I'm about halfway through with that. And then, just attach it to the pillow. I think she does like a double border so you can sandwich in the little ends, because with mosaic crochet you have a lot of ends. So yeah. So here is the front of the pillowcase. And before I mention that, I do want to mention these pillow forms. So I got these on Amazon. It came in a 2-pack, and it was a really reasonable price. I can't remember now how much they were, but her patterns for the pillowcases were 20 by 20, so that is what I picked up. And these are very nice, soft, fluffy pillows. So that is what I'm using. And here is the front of the pillowcase, which for those of you who have been around for a while, you've seen this, and a lot of people love this and I think I've inspired several people to want to try some mosaic with the retro stripes. It's just so fun to see how the colors change, and it's just so bright and colorful. If you've never tried mosaic crochet, it's really fun. It's not hard. It just takes some focus because you have to be spot on with your rows and where you place each stitch, because it'll throw off the pattern. And so as you can see, here is the little ends that I was talking about. And then if you've never seen the back of mosaic crochet, it's really pretty too. So there's the back. So this is what it'll look like once it's on the pillow. So you can kind of get an idea. Just really bright and fun and colorful. And so for the back, I decided to just do single crochet in the retro stripes. And now I'm kind of wishing I would have chose to do like half double or double crochet, because this is definitely taking a long time. And this is actually what drew me out of the project when I started it about a year ago. I got the front of this done pretty quickly just because I was so invested in how it was looking. And then once I started on the back, I just got a little bored. I'm the kind of person that gets bored of doing something very repetitively. And so doing single crochet over and over and over again is just a struggle for me. But look how cool this is turning out so far. I think that the retro stripe in single crochet is really beautiful. So in that sense, I'm glad I chose it. So this is going to be, as you can see, a very, very bright, fun pillow, and just one that I think is so fun for spring and summer when you want those bright pops of color in your home. So another option, this is one I actually have finished. This is another pillow cover, and this is what it looks like. Now you all have, those again who have been around for a while, have seen this one. And this one was super easy because all I did was use the Granny Square to Infinity pattern by Play Hooky with Me, and I just made it be the size of the pillow form. And I thought it was really fun because I just used some scrap yarn and did different, just grabbed a different color for each row, and each side is different. So I think that's fun. You can see here that I started out with the white or the cream color in the middle on both sides, and then just randomly chose colors. And I used the same colors on each side. I just put them in different places, if that makes sense. So this one again is really versatile. You could, you know, make it match your decor in whatever way, whatever colors combinations you want. You could even make it solid, which would be really cute. So again, this is just another pretty quick pattern, and I believe single crocheted it together along the edges, and that was really, really simple as well. So yeah, just another fun spring idea to kind of brighten up your home and make it new and fresh for the new season. So going along with that same home decor category, I want to talk about something that I've pretty recently been in love with, and that is crochet flower arrangements or flower bouquets. I have done a lavender one. I don't have it with me because it was a gift I gave to my mom, but she has it out in her home. So I did a lavender one. I've also done a sunflower one, and I have a video for that. I will try to remember to link that one below. But I did a little sunflower. I even crocheted the pot with the little sunflowers, so it was really cute. But there are so many different tutorials out there and patterns that are free for different flowers, and then you can just combine those and make a little bouquet. And of course, again, this is perfect for spring because I think in spring we're all excited to see those Easter lilies bloom and all the fun things blooming and all the colors of the flowers. It's just like one of the best parts of spring, in my opinion. So to have a little bit of that in your home and it's not going to die, that's the most perfect thing about it, is when we get a beautiful flower bouquet, we know it's only going to be around for a limited time. But with these crochet ones, they're going to be around forever. And I think it's a great gift as well. So I found an awesome pin on Pinterest with a bunch of free patterns. Here's a couple examples. I'll put some pictures up of some of the ones that I really like. So you'll see an example of the lavender one. I saw like a succulent one, which I think is really cute. So those are some great options. Another honorable mention that I want to say that I just thought of is Wonder Crochet. She has a couple patterns for some flower pillows. So kind of combining the flowers and the pillows. They are super duper cute. I haven't made one myself, but I think it would be an awesome spring pattern as well. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you some inspiration for some projects that you could make this spring that will keep your crochet motivation going. Please feel free to post some of your favorite spring and summer crochet patterns in the comments below, and I can't wait to chat with you about those. The verses I want to share with you today is actually 11 verses, and when I was thinking about spring and the change of the seasons, this verse or this portion of scripture came to mind. And it is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 11. And it says, "For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace." So I think that this is just a really interesting piece of scripture. This was written by Solomon, which is King David's son. And if you read through Ecclesiastes, this book is kind of about his musings about life. And, this is just one that I feel like it really rings true and close to home for us, because we know that in this life we go through so many different seasons. There are times where we're in grief. There's times when we're in great joy. There are times when we're sick. There's times when we're well. There's just so many different times. And it reminds you of the seasons and how the seasons change. And with each season comes different things. And I just really like that correlation between the seasons and then the seasons we go through in life. So I really hope that you enjoyed the Bible reading today. I really hope that you enjoyed the video in general. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you join our community. I really hope that you have had an amazing week. I pray that God blesses you, and I'll see you super soon in the next one. Bye!